She said agape love.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Episode 1.
There you go.
So why don't you introduce yourself and just be a test run here.
All right. Hi, I'm Rodney Allen Rippey, and this is the first episode of Agape Love.
All right. Let's do one a little further, a little closer in. All right. Go ahead. One more time.
All right.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Rodney Allen Rippey, and this is the first episode. Well, no, I'll do it better than that. Hi, I'm Rodney Allen Rippey, and you're watching Agape Love.
All right. Good. Very good.
Okay. Right now we're thanking God for being here on the new television show, which is called Scripturally Correct, Food for Your Soul. It's a cooking network, and the most popular networks on television is the Food Networks, but this one is called a Spiritual Cooking Network show from the books Spiritual Warfare Recipes. And in my presence I have with me Rodney Allen Rippey. Some of you may remember him from the commercials when he was a little bitty child, a little bitty kid, but he still looks the same now, but all grown up. And we want to talk with him about love, about agape love, and the family love, which is the historic love. And around Valentine's Day, it's always the love month that people go out and get flowers, candy, and share. And then some don't get anything. They're just wondering in a state of bewildered about how they're going to just face the day while everybody else is showing. God has for you that you're still here, you're still breathing, you're still alive, and that He loves you with an everlasting love. So I want you to know that. And right now we're going to interview him and have him share some things about his life and what God is doing with him through love. And then there'll be some others that will come and interview him, some friends in the gospel. God bless you.
Sure.
Amen.
Well, to mention the when you say about love, well, I started my career as an actor, as a child actor, way back in 1972. I was 3 years old, and I was very blessed to have had the family love and the support, because it wouldn't have been possible. And
so you couldn't do this without the family support.
It always helps. You know, my mother, she was very intricate into, she was the one, it was her idea that she put myself and my brother Kenneth Wayne and my sister Beverly Lee all in, you know, with an agent. And she, you know, being a typical mom, she said, oh, I think my kids are so cute, I think they could do it. And from there, it was a support team, because it wasn't, you know, competition between us. My mom said that, you know, we're going to do this as long as we're having fun. And
I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people compete in families, and they don't really understand that love is for everybody.
That's right.
And then also not only the competing, but the support that you had from your brothers and sisters.
That's
also,
right.
That if you make it, then we're supportive of you, what you're doing. So that's a blessing to know, because everybody don't have that.
Well, see, the thing that you just mentioned, in the entertainment industry, you see a lot of times where, you know, it seems that people have it all. I mean, they have the great opportunity, they have access to things, and they can travel. And what happened was, my sister and brother and myself, we were all signed up with the same agent. And my brother did a commercial, my sister did one, and I landed the Jack in the Box commercial from many, many moons ago.
Okay.
And so my mom sat all of us down at the dinner table and said, okay, so how do you like it? You know, are you having fun? Or, you know, what do you think? And my brother and sister looked at each other and said, Mama, we don't like it. We don't want to do it. And my mom said, well, wait a minute, you got an acting job, you made a little money, and they took good care of you. And they said, my brother and sister who were older, and they said, well, Mom, it's all the fuss and the makeup and everything. We don't want to do it.
Okay.
And my mom looked at me. I mean, the baby, I'm only three and a half. And my
you just
mom,
know the hamburger was good.
that's right. And so my mom said, well, well, I know you don't want to do it because your brother and sister don't. And I said, no, I'm having fun.
Okay.
And my mom said, wait a minute, you want to continue to go to the auditions and do those things? And I said, yeah. And my mom said, to my brother and sister, said, I'm not going to force you. And they said, well, we'll support Rodney, let him do it. So from that point, my family, they rallied behind me. And me and my mom and my dad, God bless him, you know, he was always so supportive, and he held down the fort while me and my mother traveled all over the United States and internationally. We had to go to London, and I had to perform, but it was that agape kind of love, because it was never a type of love that it was expecting. You know, it was natural.
Expecting you to perform.
Exactly.
It was just, you just did what you did natural because you were having fun. And a lot of people think it's boring being saved, being a Christian.
Oh,
but that's, I think I have more fun just being who I am and telling it like it is. And then everybody that know me know I just tell it like it is. And I sometimes I marvel that sometimes I see the audience and people out in the church laughing. But you don't find that too often in churches because they don't look at the sense of humor that God has.
Oh yeah.
So we thank God for you being here. This is our first episode and our first show, but I know that God is going to just use it to His glory. And thank you for coming. I'm going to have Minister Monica come and talk with you. Monica is a go-getter. Now Monica will ask you some things that I probably wouldn't even ask you, but you'll answer that. Amen.
I've been interviewed by some of the best, so I'm waiting.
Amen. I know Oprah Winfrey interviewed you, so I'm blessed to have you here. Amen. You've been everywhere. So
it's a blessing to be here, and God bless you and your show, and that you get the message out, because that's one thing we need more of is love. And we need it not only just within our circle, within our communities, and on the job, and all throughout the world. I mean, you see that even the thing that just, no matter what you say, those people need love.
They need love.
And we need all sorts of love. And I mean, there's tragedy after tragedy, and then, you know, the economy. But the thing is, if we all love each other, if we all support one another.
We're working together. And the Bible says in Romans 8:28, and we know that all things work together for the good of them that love God and are called according to His purpose. So everything is working together for the good. So we thank God again. Minister Monica, as she comes, we're going to cut right there.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Okay, how you doing today?
Oh, blessed. I'm here with you, and we just got through, been interviewed by Pastor, and I'm having a good time.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, so our subject is about love, and that's you know, I think when you think about love, you know, we all have different languages, different cultures, backgrounds, the way we were raised, different value systems. You know, when you think about love, there's so many facets of love, you know, and as she was saying, you know, about Valentine and that kind of love, but we're talking about agape love. You know, love is a universal language to me.
That's right.
When you think about universal, what, how do you reach out to somebody to show them love? Somebody that you would meet that would be new, or that maybe wouldn't even feel love. How would you approach them?
Well, the thing that we need to do more of is smile, greet people, and be genuine about that. I think that as I move around throughout my days and you know, through Los Angeles and various cities, and sometimes I'm traveling and I'm going places, you see people who are in such a rush. And of course, we all have schedules to meet. We all have places to be. But it only takes a second to smile and to say a quick hello as you open a door or something like that, because it goes a long way. There are people who walk around us every day, and believe it or not, some people never get a hello all day. And deep in their heart, they may be sad. You know, they may have something in their mind, and they may just wish somebody would just notice them. So what I do, I don't care how busy I am, I don't care where I'm at, it's always nice to wave. Or if someone's in traffic and they're trying to get out of a driveway, come on out, you know, let them go, because you never know how far that will go. And so I try to have that type of, I look at the Lord and I see how he loved people who didn't deserve love, even myself. And so a lot of times I think about that, about how the Lord gave up so much, but yet he lived that life. He showed us the way of how to live and how to forgive, and he spoke so clearly about a message, and that's what the word is. The word is our roadmap to life. And so when it comes down to love, I think that love is through friendship, it's through family, it's through helping someone. I mean, you might have to get out of bed in the middle of the night on a rainy night. I had a friend who was locked out, and I was cozy, and I mean, I'm knocked out, I'm asleep. And my friend called me, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's raining, and man, I'm locked out of my car, man, can you come? And I'm like, well, how are we going to get in your car, man? Listen, I need you to help me. And so I'm like, okay. I said, all right, let me see what I can do. I'm going to call you right back. So I hang up the phone, and I begin to think about how are we going to tackle this. And I said, okay, so I need to get some form of a tarp, and so he can hold it, and we got to rig up something. I need to make sure I get some coat hangers, and I got to figure out all this stuff. And so, needless to say, we got the job done. We were able to get into his car. And so I think love is that type of thing that you should, having that type of God-centered type of love, it's just doing it. You just have to do it. And love requires action.
There you go.
It can't just all be in your head. It has to be through action.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's wonderful. Very good.
Let me cut you right there. If we could do that one more take at the end of it, or you can do it now, but I need it again, because if you move those tables and you talk, it's very sensitive. It'll pick up all that. You won't get a good clean sound. So if you, I don't want to break up the flow. So if you want to do that question at the end one more time, we can do it that way, or you can start again.
You can do it again, no problem.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it won't be exactly.
No, it doesn't have to be exactly. That's fine.
Okay.
I just wanted you to get a clean take on that.
Okay.
So let me.
Am I too close? No,
We're gonna ask Gary that. I'm just kidding.
That was a good warm up.
Yeah.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Okay, so I was referring to love as being a universal language, meaning that, we may have different, value systems. Of course, we have different cultures, different backgrounds, but when you show love towards somebody, they can receive that. And I was asking you, which way do you, when you meet somebody, how would you show them love? How would you make them feel, give them a warm, feeling?
Well, it starts out with just a smile. I know that we all are so busy with our lives and our schedules, and sometimes we all have appointments that we have to get to and places to go, but it really gets down to that, a quick hello, and sometimes you'll see people in traffic, and and I know how I felt, at times trying to get out of a parking lot, and I see, oh Lord, here comes a line of traffic. Boy, if this person just let me out, I'll be able to get into the flow, and we'll be able to make it. And so a lot of times I put myself in that other person's shoes, and so I'll wave them out. I'll let them, I'll hold up traffic and let them out. And so it begins with a hello. It begins with a smile. Some people around us, they walk around all day, and little do we know, because we don't know everyone's situation, some people never get spoken to all day. Some people, though, maybe the way they dress or whatever their situation is, people may look at them differently.
Right.
And so they just may want to have someone just acknowledge them and smile and just show just a little bit of appreciation. So through what I have experienced in my life, from what the Lord has shown me, the type of love that he has given me, even there are times when we are not right, the love is still there. Sometimes when we, and it's a hard pill to swallow, but even when you're wrong, his love is there. And even if he stands by and he says, son, don't do that, and you do it anyway, that's love. Because most of the time we think, God is one that's the Lord, and he's always dropping punishment, but sometimes he has the love that we have is free will. He gives us that choice. Now that's real love, and to have that type of experience, to be able to live a life and to go and when I think about being a Christian, a lot of people think, oh, well, being a Christian is so restrictive. It isn't about, for me, what you can't do, it's what you can do.
That's good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you believe that even when we do wrong, that God still loves us, or we do something that He's already told us or instructed us not to do, He still loves us?
You know what? He has the power to calm the seas. Now, surely He has the power to do anything, but if it's that kind of love, that because He's our Father and we're His children, and just like with, in life, we have children and they don't always do what they're supposed to do. They don't always obey the parents, but does the parents hate them?
No.
At that point?
No.
They have that love. And so I really believe that, no, I don't think that He's pleased when we go about our way, but the funny thing is, it always comes around. You never can get ahead of the Lord's love. You never can get ahead of His instruction and His purpose for our life. I see life like a tunnel. And so I really believe that it's all on the pathway. There are going to be stumbles and times that we fall down and we scrape our knees and things like that, but the Lord is always there to pick us up. And anybody, even if it's self-induced, even if we cause our own problems, even if we cause ourselves to fall or stumble, maybe it's the association of people who are around us. The whole point is you can pick yourself up, dust yourself off, because there's always tomorrow, and there's always a